This is perhaps our last or second to last meeting for the year. Welcome, Senator Amador. Your timing is just perfect.
Thank you.
Okay, why don't we have a number of bills today, so why don't we start from the top?
S-579C, sponsored by Senator Squadron, an act to amend the New York State Urban Development Corporation Act in relation to micro-businesses and micro-loans.
Okay, comments, questions, motion?
Make a motion.
Okay, this bill is reported. We have enough votes?
Yes.
Okay. Next bill.
S-897, sponsored by Senator Avella, an act to amend Public Authorities Law and the Public Lands Law in relation to the sale or transfer of certain real property by the state or public authorities.
Okay, any comments, questions? Hearing none, we have a motion to refer this to Finance.
Make a motion.
Okay, this matter will be referred to the Finance Committee. Next.
S-2274, sponsored by Senator Young, an act to amend the Public Authorities Law in relation to establishing a home equity protection insurance program.
Okay, comments, questions? Hearing none, we have a motion to refer this to Finance.
Motion.
Okay, thank you. This matter will be referred to Finance. Next.
S-3067A, sponsored by Senator Young, an act to amend the Public Authorities Law in relation to providing toll exemptions for farmers transporting their goods to the City of New York.
Okay, questions, comments? Hearing none, motion?
Motion.
Okay, this matter will be referred to Finance. Senator Murphy's bill.
S-4417, sponsored by Senator Murphy, an act to amend the Public Authorities Law in relation to authorizing the Westchester Healthcare Corporation to enter into agreements for the creation and operation of a healthcare delivery system network.
Okay, good bill. Comments, questions?
Make a motion.
Okay, this matter will be referred to the calendar.
S-4475A, sponsored by Senator DeFrancisco, an act to amend the Public Authorities Law in relation to requiring public authorities and public benefit corporations to negotiate with professional firms.
Okay, questions, comments? Hearing none, we have a motion.
Motion.
Okay, motion to report. This bill is reported.
S-5370A, sponsored by Senator Ranzenhofer, an act to amend the not-for-profit corporation law in relation to corporations serving as chair of the board.
Questions or comments? Hearing none, we have a motion to
Motion.
report. Okay, this matter is reported to the calendar.
S-6023, sponsored by Senator Montgomery, an act to amend the Public Authorities Law in relation to providing for the financing and construction of capital facilities for a certain not-for-profit corporation.
Questions, comments? Motion?
Motion.
Okay, this matter is referred to the calendar.
S-6737, sponsored by Senator Ritchie, an act authorizing the forgiveness of loans received by the Ogdensburg Bridge and Port Authority.
Okay, questions, comments? Motion to report?
Motion.
Okay, this matter, actually not to report, this matter is going to be referred to Finance, so we will refer this to the Finance Committee.
S-6981, sponsored by Senator Ritchie, an act in relation to authorizing the North Country Alliance Local Development Corporation to utilize interest derived from the North Country Alliance Trust Fund to cover administrative costs.
Questions or comments? Motion to report?
Motion.
Okay, this matter is reported.
S-7198, sponsored by Senator Croce, an act to amend the not-for-profit corporation law in relation to approvals, notices, and consents to certificates of incorporation.
Questions or comments?
Motion.
Okay, there's a motion to report. This matter will be reported to third reading. Or first reading, I should say.
S-7285, sponsored by Senator Ranzenhofer, an act to amend the Urban Development Corporation Act in relation to the Restore New York's Communities Initiative.
Okay, questions, comments? Motion to report,
Motion.
and this matter is reported.
S-7358, sponsored by Senator Farley, an act to amend the Public Authorities Law in relation to the powers and duties of the Dormitory Authority of the State of New York.
Questions or comments? Hearing none.
Motion.
Okay, motion to report. This matter is reported.
S-7366, sponsored by Senator Akshar, an act to amend the not-for-profit corporation law in relation to exempting Prospect Terrace Fire Company, Inc. from the requirement that the percentage of non-resident fire department members not exceed 45% of the membership.
Okay, questions, comments? We have a motion to report. We have a motion to report. And this matter is reported, and the final bill for today's session.
S-7552, sponsored by Senator Marcelino, an act to amend the Business Corporation Law and the Limited Liability Company Law in relation to the incorporation of certain businesses.
Questions or comments? Hearing none, motion to report.
Motion.
This matter is reported to the calendar. calendar. It's our last bill. Up. We have a nomination,
Oh.
which is why everybody's probably here on this nomination. Okay, we are going to consider the nomination of the Honorable Mark J.F. Schroeder as Director of the Municipal Bond Bank Agency. I know Mr. Schroeder. He is former assemblyman and former Erie County legislator, now the controller of the city of Buffalo. So we have a motion to approve.
I'll be happy to make a motion.
Okay. And we have sufficient aye votes on our voting sheets? Okay, so we will consider him, and he will be reported either to finance or to the floor. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for being here today.